Intro time. This is the intro time, folks. We're talking about ourselves today, our films, about how making films, writing films, coming up with films just like that, making
Yeah.
them within 12 hours like that.
Yep.
Um, everything you need to know. 101.
Well, that's always everything you need to know.
The basics.
So, yeah, we well we've been making films together since 2013, if you can believe it. How many years ago was
Yeah.
that? 13,
12.
12. Can't count. 12 years. And I remember why we did it. Well, there was a couple. I hope I've got all my memories in order, in check. We were working on a science project that was, I think, like, did we have to do it over? Because I don't get, because we did our first film in September, so I imagine this science project we had to do over the holidays, right?
Yeah,
Although that
possibly.
doesn't make any sense, but
It was like a week or something.
we were given
Yeah.
like a task to do, which was to do a presentation, right, on some biology thing.
Yeah, we played with Lego.
And we thought we'd do it in stop motion Lego, which, as you do. I don't think it worked. It didn't really work, did it? I think we gave up. I don't think we even did anything. I just remember that we got pizza and it was all folded up. Remember that?
Pizza? No.
Remember it was like a wrap. It was like a pizza wrap.
I don't remember that.
No? Well, it was. And then I remember seeing you showed us one of your films you did with your films with your brother.
Yeah, I did a couple films before my brother.
Yeah.
Like The Good and Bad and the Ugly 2. Classic.
Classic. I remember that one.
Like a horror one where I was a ghost.
And so, I hadn't probably filmed anything before then, but when I used to, growing up, my childhood, I lived by a forest there was a small group of friends, and we often used to play out there, and we had like our own TARDIS, and we used to play Doctor Who, and basically any show that we were watching, we would like replicate in some fashion. And I remember, whether this is just me being big-headed, but I remember being often the one that would sort of not be the storyteller, but be the one that's like, oh, this is what's happening. This is, like sort of, I guess that's my very early on directing, probably much to the detriment of my friendships. And so, yeah, I think there's a couple of things that kind of led us then to one September evening to using a incredibly crap camera that was on
a tablet.
It was on a tablet. Yeah, it was a cheap, like a knockoff tablet thing. I don't even know if it was a brand or anything at all. And we filmed what we call an improv, which became our kind of bread and butter. For Instant Clowns, and we basically had like a couple of we had the Dark Knight clown masks that we had bought for a fancy dress day at the school, wasn't it? It was like a costume thing, which we thought were very cool. Going into school with these masks on, with
surprised they let us, to be honest,
with suits and guns. I remember having a standoff with Darth Vader. I mean, realistically, I wasn't gonna win, was I?
No.
Or a random clown goon against a Sith Lord.
Yeah.
You're
loaded.
And so we basically just filmed something. To this day, I don't really know what actually prompted us or what it was, but it was just about this guy picking up a piece of paper. Yeah. And it was called Detective. And I think my favourite little bit of trivia for that is that the name of the detective was Ted Tevick, which was just an anagram. Anagram for detective. Yeah. So that was in 2013, and it was incredibly low light. I remember editing it on like Windows Movie Maker.
And, oh god, yeah, I remember that stuff. Oh,
of course, if you weren't aware with editing now, you kind of want to edit with like multiple audio tracks, multiple video tracks, because it makes everything, you can actually do a proper edit. Whereas Movie Maker was one audio, one video, and that was it. And so I remember editing it and putting like I think it was it must have been the Hans Zimmer's Time from Inception, putting that on it, because it was basically like a silent film, and that was our first film. And then we wanted to do it again in the December, and so we shot a kind of action film, but it was cut short because where we were filming, their parents came home, so we were like, oh,
Yeah.
I'll stop now. That was a slightly bigger cast of like 4. Uh, and yeah, we did that, and then editing that and putting on like as you do. Facebook at the time was becoming a big thing. You put it on there, and then I remember me kind of constantly being like, oh, let's make a film, do another one. And I was like, oh, I can't be bothered. Probably became quite annoying. And then in the summer, was it
Maybe,
August or something like that, we did 2 more like back to back.
One of our friend's house,
Yeah.
and then
No, they were both. Yeah, both yours.
No.
A Moment and Disturbia.
Huh?
I missed out Money as well. Anyone?
I thought that's what you were talking
Oh
about.
no, I was talking about House.
Oh, okay, that's why I was thinking.
I miss
about
Money.
House.
Everyone's confused listening to this podcast.
My God.
So we did 3 in 2013, yeah? Yeah.
No. Maybe. No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then 1 in 2014, and then none.
And then 2 in 2014. A Moment and Disturbia.
Oh yeah.
All these titles are going to mean absolutely nothing. But basically, we just did a few in 2013, and then 2 more in 2014, and then we didn't do any for like ages.
Well, until 2016.
2016.
Which for me, when Jake said to do a film or whatever, and like, oh wait, we got films. I felt it was like ages ago. Like it felt like 5 years.
Well, at that time.
Yeah. In 2016, I was like, films? What? I'd completely forgotten we'd done them.
Because they were all like off the cuff. They were all improv. There was no dialogue in them. They didn't make much sense. And then in 2016 we decided to do it just like for fun, really.
Yeah.
And we did one that was kind of like a funny, stupid, like slapstick. I don't even know what I can't even call it a comedy with any sort of bravery at all. And then I don't know what. I don't think I bought it for. No, I don't think I bought it for the film. But I had bought a haunted. Well, on eBay it said haunted doll.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, okay. I had my suspicions though, because she came in a Coke pack.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Like like a Pepsi Max box.
Well, like for like multi-pack.
Yeah. She came just stuffed in there.
What? That's so weird.
But it was a porcelain doll. It was that we called Alison. I think that was the eBay name for her, but her name on the back of her neck is Natasha, so it's completely different. And yeah, we just basically used her, and we just did some like horror films, which we've just released actually on our channel. We're plugging ourselves here.
Those are the Vault episodes.
Yeah, so we've done this new like mini series called The Vault, which is basically where we release our old films as they kind of were, release them to the public just for fun. And yeah, you can watch some of those early 2016. And then when we started, we didn't stop. Right?
Yeah,
2016.
Like one after the other, like every week.
It was crazy because they didn't take long. We didn't plan them.
And I also remember on the day we filmed Alison, the first one, I was thinking of going home. I was like, I don't really want to do this, but I didn't say anything.
Damn.
But I was like, and if I had, maybe none of the films would ever be made because we wouldn't have had that impetus to go forward.
Damn. So you were just all this time you've just been like, I want to go home. You're like, I'll stick it through every one of the 160 odd films we've done. You're like,
But that propelled us because we did then between like September and like December of 2016 we did like 36 films. It was like Alison to Voluminous, which is like
there were a lot. We did like the sort of found footage horrors, and we did some sort of like chase sequences because you very luckily your house was pretty big, so you could kind of you could move around with it quite comfortably. And my God, did we milk the shit out of that house?
Oh yeah,
Filmed every inch and every corner of that house. And a lot of our films were in black and white, like they were silent. They were kind of treated as music videos the way I was editing them, because I didn't really know what we were doing. We didn't really know what we were doing. We were just doing it for fun, really. And they weren't they weren't released public at the time. They were just purely just something we enjoyed doing. And yeah, I think what was it? Near my birthday, we did like 4 in a day or something. Was it like
what?
4 in a day or something?
Oh yeah. On your birthday one time we
Absolute
did 4
ton.
in a day.
We continued then into 2017, which we decided to delve into sound, which is crazy. It's like we were going for the natural progression of the film industry. We went black and white, silent, and then a color and sound with Here I Lie. So Here I Lie was our first like dialogue scripted story, like big one, right? And it was in color.
Yeah, it was
and
like
it featured
4
like
pages or something.
multiple locations. Again, we hadn't gone to any sort of film training or school, anything. Like this is purely like, and we didn't even like. I wouldn't even say we're like into films or anything.
No,
Like,
no, like watching films. No,
I think I was more like into. I mean, I've always been into games and TV. I don't think film ever really interested me.
no, yeah.
Much at all. So yeah, what's your memory of Here I Lie, Alex?
It was good. It was great. Fantastic. Lots of.
Haven't released that one. When's that coming out?
Oh my god, never. There was a lot of takes of dialogue and dialogue.
Well, it's the first
sounded
time, isn't
awful,
it? Like you think back, like we got lots of outtakes for that, but you think back and
It was
first
very
time.
ambitious for the first.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we haven't done anything like it since. Probably because of.
I think
In terms of dialogue,
yeah,
anyway.
it's very straight played. It's very it's trying to
Yeah.
be like serious.
Yeah.
That's why it probably didn't work, because
Yeah.
it was too serious. Yeah, featured 2 locations. Yeah.
I think if we tried to do it now, I think it would be better.
Oh yeah.
I think we could maybe pull
Definitely.
it off, but
Remake.
yeah, it'd be completely different story, completely different.
But I think in a way we kind of got scared. I think even at the time we didn't think it was a success in a way.
Oh, no, we absolutely didn't, because we went straight back to
Yeah.
black and white. I
And
think
no dialogue,
the
right?
second one after was black and white, The Gambler,
Yeah.
the 3
And
parts.
hardly it had dialogue in it though, but hardly anything.
Yeah. And that, but I think we stuck with color. I think, but
We went in and out, I
silence?
think, for a while. I think like Gambler was black and white.
Yeah, I think it was like
Broadcast 9 was back in color.
Seed, that
was
lovely,
in
lovely.
I think Seed
Film
should come
Seed.
out.
I think we should drop Seed, and
I think we should drop Seed.
and people would
Says the birds.
be like, I don't want to be a friend anymore. No, I don't
It's
know.
film.
it's
Like, you
gr-
can get with whatever you
It's
want.
good. It's classic fairy tale. It's a good fairy tale, I think.
I think, yeah, maybe
I
we should
think it's a
release it.
fairy
Here you go. You heard it first. If it does release, then you heard it first here.
I think so. Why not?
Go check out Seed.
Why not? It'd be funny.
So at this point, because we'd had so many films, we actually split them into seasons, right? And we kind of scripted each season out in advance as best as we could in terms of, even it was just titles, which most of the time it was.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, we got a title, cool. Put it on the, write it down. And I'm trying to think, 2016. So yeah, we did that, and then we went on to season 7, and that was when we kind of reverted back, I think, to how we. Like season 6 was more experimental, and then 7 we went back to like silent, black and or slightly coloured, like Dead Water and things like that. They were more traditional. And then Inside Man, Outside Fox. None of these titles are going to mean anything to
That
anyone.
needs to release. To be fair, I have been on Jake for about a year or two.
Yeah, you like that one.
Inside Man, Outside Fox release.
And I think what's nice is when we watch them now, we can see like how our tastes change in terms of what we were watching. Like there was like that one, for instance, was quite like Black Mirror inspired. And then you've got the songs I used to pick. They would be typically very similar because I was a bit shit, and I would just be like, oh, I like that song, I'll put that with that.
Yeah.
And I think it wasn't probably not until I think season 8, right, which I think we stepped up again. That was in 2017. It's 18.
18 probably.
and this was when I was working night shifts, and I
Yeah.
remember I used to work like about 4 nights in a row, sometimes five, and then I would have Sunday shift, work Sunday shift, and then we'd be filming on the Monday, which would be hell. But I think it was the only day where we could always reliably film on because of your work patterns as well. If that's right, is that right? That
Yeah, I
sounds
think
right.
so.
That sounds right. I don't know if it's 20 that early on, but it was around that
It
time.
was like Monday or Tuesday were filming days.
Yeah, but we used to do it. I'd say pretty regularly. Like if it wasn't every week, it was
No,
every other
oh,
week.
oh yeah, it was at least once a week. Certainly when we started off.
Yes.
But then yeah, at least
Oh,
at least every 2 weeks.
tell you what story. I don't know if you want to tell it, but
Um,
the Thief 2 story.
the Thief 2 or Thief 1 story.
It's
Who remains Thief story. Is that the
Oh, is that the one I'm thinking of?
I think so.
Wait, what is Thief 2? Does Thief 2 exist?
Yeah. God, Jake. of
I've
course it does.
completely like my mind's just gone. It's the Visitor, right?
The Visitor, yeah. Oh,
Not the Visitor, but
yeah. I mean, yeah. There was an Axeman.
I just leave it there.
There was an Axeman. He came to the house, knocked on the door, and then yeah, Bob's your uncle. Moving on.
Yeah, I think we should honestly. Yeah, so I think at that point, we done a few seasons, and I think then we did like Bear Hunt, which was like a go at like Evil Dead style, and that was a bit. I think a lot of our films had a bit of cringe in them, but that's just how they were. But then we got more ambitious with like the premiere episode that we were doing were like quite big and ambitious, lots of dialogue, resonance flavors. Like, yeah, we were trying to be more ambitious and try to correct what we thought went wrong with our original attempt at dialogue. And I think tone helped. I think us being trying to be a bit more comedic or lighthearted helped. It wasn't
Yeah,
so
definitely,
serious
Yeah.
and relying less on dialogue. And then I think we just kept going from there. We kept making more. We obviously weren't making as many, but they were more ambitious, and we were buying props for them. We still had a tiny budget, but we were still trying to make them look at least interesting. I was getting better editing. I think we were both getting better at writing, acting as well. And then I remember having like I still got my books here, which is like ideas, jotting them down. And then it must have been about was it late 2018 that we kind of knew we were going to uni, which meant Cardiff.
Yeah.
Which meant that we wouldn't be able to do what we were still doing.
Yeah.
I don't know when it was. I can't remember though.
It was. I had my interview for the course. I think it was a couple of days before my birthday in February, and I think it was either that day that I came back, or maybe the day after or the day before we filmed Toxic Cockstone.
Yeah,
I remember that
because we were walking down to your house, right? And that's when you got the phone call, wasn't it? Is that for that?
No. That was a different story. That was when I was in uni and I'd put in so many applications for filming, and she was like, "This will cost you like this would normally cost you 750 quid.
Yeah.
You can't keep doing this." I was like, "It's my team, and it was my team. It wasn't my fault. It was like filming days and things."
So I think we had an idea that things would change. So we quite excitingly were like, "Yo, this is the final season. Like this is like our final season of stuff. Let's go all out."
To be fair, we were almost close.
Yeah.
Season 11, I think we were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's some of our best like early work. I think because I think each film we were trying to, make slightly different because we'd done so many like the clown is chasing the guy and the guy our ongoing gag, which is actually even funnier when I say this because of is White Shirt Man, and Alex is actually wearing a white shirt right now.
I am actually.
Dazman called him because he always had the same sort of costume on. I mean, we didn't do costumes, did we? So
no.
yeah, we did in our final couple of seasons. We had like sort of Rec. You know, you liked Rec. I think we
Yeah.
did like a film like that. We did
B12.
Western.
Go see it on
Oh yeah, you can go check out Virus.
Virus. Yeah, it's called renamed Virus.
Yeah, because B12 was a bit like it's not as catchy.
B12 was great.
We did a Western. I did like this ambitious sort of 3-part ensemble kind of Avengers style goddamn thing, which was like massive. The last one was 40 minutes long, which was pretty insane.
Yeah.
We did a space sci-fi one. We did quite a lot. Like
Yeah.
a Monty Python-esque one. We
Like
did
drama kind of.
Manual Asian.
Minority.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Drama.
Don't know
But I
how
think
else
what was nice as well is with each when we were doing these films definitely up until uni anyway, even without having any sort of education with it at all, we were finding our own sort of style with how we
Yeah.
did things. Like I would tend to gravitate towards the more sort of comical, light-hearted ones, like borderline parodies, whereas you would be more sort of into the
serious horror.
yeah, and the
That's
sort of
kind
like ambitiously sort of complex in a
Yeah.
way, or like not linear and things like that. So I think we complement each other quite well. So then we did like this epilogue, which was really nice, where we kind of say goodbye to our own films, and then we went to uni then.
Yep.
Which is whole different odyssey. I mean, we can cover it here briefly, but there's quite a lot. But we went to uni at Cardiff.
And then we still did some after the first year, didn't we? We came back.
Yeah. So
Um,
yeah, because we had with our later seat, we moved more towards scripted because we had more time, and then during and after uni, we decided to come back after like a year or so, and we kind of stuck to improv, but with the knowledge and the sort of enough, I think like planning just enough to
Yeah.
make each one interesting, and we did a new sort of set of films which started off so utterly ridiculously like whimsical, but then kind of got into its groove of like
yeah, they were whimsical. They were like really weird. They were very long. The first two is like over an hour. The first two,
Yeah.
what we did, but then we cut back
yeah,
to like more like 10 minutes ish.
and they were more experimental.
Yeah.
We started doing we did our own like multiverse thing. We did like we did more like arty sort of. I guess that's how. I mean, if anything, it's people go to uni and shit for film and art cinema or whatever. And we trying to be a bit more experimental and with the scale that we had. Because the films we were making in uni were much bigger. We only make like 2 a year, 3 a year in uni, whereas we were used to putting out like 20. So yes, you gotta and because it's you bear in mind that nearly all of our films we've ever done has just been us two.
Yeah.
So that's the case of like, right, okay, so two characters, if they're talking to each other, the camera can't move. Right, okay, bear that in mind. So it's like things like that. You've just gotta. I think you work with the constraints you have, and we didn't do like traditional dramas because of it.
Yeah.
Not only because we weren't up to it, but because we just didn't have the people to do it with. And yeah, and then oh god, when was it? Was it 3 years ago now? We did our channel. 3 years. 3. It's not 2.
There's no way this is the 4th year. This might be the 3rd year. There's no way.
I'm gonna have to fact
There's no
check
way
us
this is
now.
the 4th year. There's no way it was 2021. It was 2022, surely.
Right, yeah. Now you're saying that, yeah.
It was 2022, yeah.
I don't even know how to find this.
No, yeah. There's no way it was 2021. No way.
First, yeah, 2022.
No way. I'm telling you, folks, no way.
That's 3 years. That is 3 years. 2023, 2024, 2025. This is the 4th year. Yeah, I knew I was right.
What?
We were both right.
So 2023 it's existed. 2024, so that's 2 years. It's 2025 now, so it's the 3rd year.
But it was January.
Wait.
So now we're in the 4th year.
Yeah. No, because 2022. Forgot about that.
Yeah. So
damn, 4 years.
yeah. So we did have a channel before, but we kind of relaunched it in 2022. and since then we have released a good splattering of films. A lot of our post, kind of our in uni and post uni stuff have gone on there. Um, and of course, if you're listening to this podcast on the channel, then you'll know you're already there. Which was nice because we'd always made films basically just for fun, right, and for ourselves.
Yeah.
And now we've built up not a big audience, but we've built up a audience as such, and we've had some sort of surprising, quote unquote, I'm doing quotation marks, hits, where like
Yeah.
our films have
Well, yeah, pretty good.
got thousands of views, and we're like, well, how? Um, so that's been quite fun, and we don't monetize it, so it's not like we're not doing it for money, we're not doing it for anything really. We've always enjoyed making films. I think we always will, no matter who we're working with, what we're doing. But I think because of how we do it, it's just we kind of cut the bullshit in a way. Like we want to do a film,
Yeah, it's
we
just
do it. Afternoon, like
Yeah.
you said, most of our films are made in one day. Like
Yeah.
in terms of the filming, most we've ever done is 4 days, I think, and they weren't even like full days.
Yeah.
They were just like bits and pieces. So we've mostly done just that, and I'm not saying that they're all goddamn masterpieces, but I think the the best thing about it is the journey. You look at our first one, you look at our
Yeah.
halfway, you look at our before uni, you look at after uni. You see our progression
Yeah,
in
definitely.
every area. We've had what 3-4 cameras, and they've never been over like our camera we have now, which we've used since God
2018.
was it? Yeah, it was
Like 400 quid.
500 quid, something like that. Like we've never done lighting really, only bits and pieces.
No.
Um,
Any lighting.
so I think if there's
atmospheric
anything
lighting.
to take away from us rambling about what we've done is that you can make a film with anything,
Yeah.
really. And there's no harm in doing it with even just like an improv style. And I think what improv has taught, I know me and probably you as well, is that you can then apply that spontaneity and sort of problem solving to other films that are maybe scripted or more planned, and then you can sort of you've got that kind of skill then to be like, right, okay, how do we adapt?
Yeah.
What can we do? It keeps you on your toes, even though there's no time scale when we've done, even though there is technically a time limit, because obviously you have to, but it's kind of like you learn these little skills to boost you, which is nice. Do you have any any memories you remember of our 12 years? You must have some.
No.
Brilliant.
I don't know. Like, just mainly, I find like writing them is really fun, and I like when you write something, but you finish it, you kind of realize how fun it was writing it, and you wish you were writing it. That was like always my thing.
Okay.
Like
Any particular ones?
just all of them. Like just writing the script, I'd be like, oh damn, I wish I was writing it now, or writing something else.
And that's on a tiny scale, isn't it?
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, wow. Well, I'm actually writing now, so which is good.
Good.
I'm aiming for 5. I got 3 ideas writing, so and I'm having fun with that. So it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I'll come back. I'll swing around to that in a minute. I was gonna say and I've said this to you before, but probably my favorite shoots are the ones we've done outside.
Yeah, they're always fun.
And I think what's lucky, what we've had, we haven't done many like exterior, and when I mean outside, I don't mean like in the garden, I mean like in the woods, which is what we do.
Yeah.
Weather has often been on our side, even though we haven't done it many times.
Oh, we've done a fair few now.
The first time we properly did filming was a film we did called Fox Hunt, which you can watch now.
Yeah.
And I always remember the day because it was the hottest day of the year.
Yeah.
In April, and it was actually legit I'm 99% sure it was actually
The hottest day.
truthfully the hottest day of the year. We got there, and obviously we weren't used to filming outdoors, so it's like, right, you got to make sure you're prepped, you got to bring everything with you can't just afford to go back and forth, you can't and we had this gun.
Oh my God, yeah, I was gonna say, was this the gun?
And we had this gun for this character who was like the hunter of this fox, and I think we were just putting things down,
Yeah,
right? Just like putting it down.
I literally chucked it on the floor and it broke.
Yep.
I don't
That
know how it broke.
it just did. I mean, it just snapped,
What
didn't it? Just
snapped
I think
into?
the back, like the back bit, right?
It like
Like
split into.
the shoulder,
Yeah.
whatever you call it, grip or yeah, that broke. That was the first thing. Um, we lost a bit of the tripod for a while, and I think I found it. We lost something. Something got lost, either tripod or camera. Something
Oh my God.
got lost in the woods, and I think I eventually found it. Also, the tripod died that day as well because water got in it.
Oh yeah.
Inside it. We've gone through about 3 tripods, which is not too bad actually.
I'm remembering it like it was yesterday now.
And obviously, it was really hot. Like it was just a really hot day, and I think that lucky we weren't filming for too long. It wasn't that big of a one because then when we did our samurai film, Whispers of a
Yeah.
Samurai, that was really hot and that was long days. I remember it helped though, to be honest. It did help with your character because you were pretty tired and
Yeah.
hot because you had to do all the walking, all the moving, all shit like that. Which I'm saying that it was a win because then I got to put you in the water.
Oh yeah. That was fun. That was fun.
So we went to a stream, and there was a part in the script where
Bloody
he falls in the
freezing
water.
now. Bloody freezing now.
It looked inviting though,
To do all my own stunts, by the way.
and you just had to like drop yourself in it, right? I think that was one of the funniest things filming was you trying to like, you could see your sort of your head, like you thinking like there's an element of fear, and you're like,
Yeah,
you gotta drop
because
yourself.
it is bloody. It was so cold. I am surprised I didn't get anything like a cold or like heart attack or something like that. Because
Thank God it was that good of a day though. You dried off like instantly.
Oh yeah, if it wasn't the hottest day of the year, I would have got something. I would have been ill somehow.
But I love doing the samurai film. We did different look. We actually scouted locations. I think it's probably one of our best looking films. It was really nice, and I think the heat added to it.
Oh my God! Like to do with the samurai film, I was just the other week. I was just walking around Mathen, trying to find the place. You know, the mound.
Oh
thing.
shit! Yeah.
I was trying to find. Well, I was trying to find where we went because it was down that way. And I was like,
did you find it?
No.
Right.
You go past? Do you go past the underpass?
Yep.
Maybe
Under the underpass. Keep going. Follow that country road all the way until you get to the church. Then you kind of go around the back of the church, and then you get to the fields. Then it's quite a way.
Did you have to go through the church? Because I found the church and I was like,
so. I think you can go around it, or maybe you do have to go through it.
I think you might have to go through.
And there's a back of it because I remember like there was like pass through the hedges or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was like, oh, I really want to see that piece.
I don't know if would it still be there.
I don't know, just
a mound
that
of
road,
rocks.
just that road.
Oh, you mean like that?
Just the location.
We've also there was like this old barn shed thing as well. We filmed in.
Oh yeah.
Which has some great kind of crops around it, which was nice.
That was great.
We filmed in a woods at night, which is not as easy as it sounds. Yeah, they're the fun ones because you're out in the elements and you've kind of got to get what you need and get it fast and don't break anything.
Yeah.
So that they're pretty fun. Whereas indoors you're a bit safer. But I remember, so for kind of context, the house when we did most of Renaissance Clans, I was living probably about half an hour walk away from you, roughly, something like that.
Yeah.
Down this old country lane through this little village, and I remember multiple times us finishing past like 1 a.m, like 2 a.m. we were still filming, because obviously we just keep going. Really, there's nothing to stop us, and then it was just that walking back, like at night. Bit risky, I know, but it's pretty safe. It was just dead and just quiet, but there would often be like have this sort of warmth, like cool warmth to it. And I just remember walking back on multiple times and thinking like, it was a productive day. I've got footage. I'm ready to edit it. It's gonna be fun, and it always was.
Yeah, it is always fun. Like at the end of like a shoot, like waiting for the edit to
It's
come
great
through and
satisfaction always, yeah, when I present you like the edit, because I'm like, oh,
yeah,
and especially when things really come together in certain parts, I'm like, oh yeah, cool. Um, but yeah, I mean, we've done how many? It's like 150 or something, isn't it?
it's
Something
I
like
think
that,
it's like
maybe a bit less.
132 or some
Yeah,
seven, something like that.
quite a lot. We're not gonna necessarily release all of them because that would be insane, but we've done a fair chunk already.
Yeah, we've released most of them.
So yeah, what are you working on? So as Innocent Clowns, we've said we want to do Fetch 3 because Fetch was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
We've done the first two. The second was so much bigger than the first one.
hopefully we'll do it sometime soon.
I think yeah, we should try and
Um,
over the summer at some point because it's like I said, out in the wilderness. It's fun
yeah,
doing, and two was much more ambitious, and that ending with the blood was great fun. Well,
yeah,
for me anyway. Well,
yeah, and well, it'd be cool to like, if it's obviously the same characters, I assume, just have a like filmed with blood, like covered with blood.
yeah,
Because I think we wanted to do more, didn't we? Towards it, like we were like, oh, it's so cool, like my
yeah,
like
yeah,
have the
yeah.
blood
Because it
over
looks so
me.
good. Yeah,
We should film more, but we were
yeah. We
like,
didn't have anything.
one, we didn't have anything to do, but also it was like a really cool ending. We
Yeah.
thought, but yeah, hopefully in number three, get covered in
It
blood.
kind of yeah reminded me on how
Blood.
much fun like fake blood is. I think that's our best by far our best like blood we've ever done. We haven't
Oh,
done much,
oh
but
yeah, we haven't done any blood really.
because we went through a lot of different ideas for that when it was the rain, I think, which we still maybe could return to. But there was a couple of things where we were like trying to work out. But I think yeah, eventually we just like no, just
Oh yeah, because
pour it on his face.
did I stand in your pool? We tried the rain, didn't we?
So yeah, Fetch 2. If you haven't seen it, go check it out, please. It had a completely different ending. Like we actually filmed a good chunk of it as well,
Because
and then we just read it.
I know the whole thing of I don't know if we'll release it maybe with as a promo for like Fetch 3 if we do it. But it was like something to do with the dog and going home and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. The
Um,
suitcase.
but yeah, well, like the rain. Did we film any of that?
I don't think we attempted it. We were trying to work out how to do it, and we just decided it'd just be better and easier if we just
Yeah.
well because we reworked the whole. I say ending.
So I
It was a
think also
big
the water because we were using a watering can, weren't we?
yeah.
You couldn't really tell it
It
was
looked
blood.
watery, yeah. Because
Um,
originally Fetch 2 would have been probably about 8 minutes long, but because we
8 minutes long, yeah.
reshot like a shit ton of it, like not even the ending, it was like a good third we
Yeah.
redid. It made it so much bigger and better and bloodier,
Yeah,
which was fun.
yeah, it's weird to think that. Yeah, yeah.
Imagine how bad it would have been in the original one.
So it was. Yeah, it wasn't like how it ended before.
That's the first time we've ever done like significant reshoots and actually
Yeah,
redone a whole film ending. Well, yeah, I think we should. Fetch 3 is gonna be a lot of fun when we get around to it. I
yeah.
mean, getting some blood, getting the dog back, that'd be fun. So what else have you been working on? What have you said you just like lots of different idea what for like shorts or for
Yeah, just normal films, you know. Just like I've got sort of like a horror, like thriller, woods kind of one. Like I was thinking that like um, obviously Fetch 3 was in my mind, but I was like, okay, we're gonna save that for a later date. But basically have like the dog as the threat or whatever, like as the and then there's like this house, um, like an SOS like signal thing,
mm,
and this guy looking for his wife or something like that.
mm.
Obviously, that's like sort of like the main idea, and then like, um, yeah, and he just gets lost and he finds the house and then he's trapped and he has to find his way back to his car or whatever. Yeah, just simple ideas like that.
Yeah,
There's one with pillars as well. That I'm
pillows.
working on pillars,
Oh,
pillars.
pillars.
Yeah, like about like someone sort of like. So the idea is that the man sort of so the idea is that you don't know, but he's like he's obviously been like evicted or something like that, and he's like
Homeless.
drunk, homeless, all that. But you don't really see it until like you see like versions of himself or whatever behind the pillars, and that sort of like creepy
So it's the underpass.
horror underpass,
Yeah.
um, like demon kind of things. But then you're like, oh my god, he's actually like, he is homeless, he's drunk, he's alone, he's like lost, and yeah, I don't know,
Okay. Yeah, I like a
stuff like
different
that.
location, isn't it?
Yeah, cause I was like I was saying, I was looking for the Whispers location. I was like going through the underpass. I remember saying it was like a cool location, the underpass. And I was like, yeah, I'll just write an idea for it
Yeah,
and
sometimes that's all it takes,
try
isn't it?
and come up with one.
Because our last film was Ticking Over, which seems like a million years ago.
God, yeah, it was like 8 months ago now.
God. And that was a fun one. Probably our best. It looked good as well. That was a good
Yeah. I
one.
watched it the other day. It was good.
It's a good one. More people should go watch it. Hint, hint.
Watch.
Yeah, it'd be nice to obviously because we, you know, thing times change. You know, whether we got work or other sort of commitments, and it's hard sometimes. It's like, you know, just the case of like going, okay, we've got this idea, you know, let's just go for it. And I think that's what we kind of, what we would need for the next.
Yeah,
Because there's been multiple times where we've gone, oh, we should film, and then we're like, well, we don't really
we
have
just need the ideas, don't we?
anything to do, and we have a certain standard we want to keep to. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'd be good to get back to it. And
because last year we released a film every month.
yeah,
Which
but
was-
yeah,
which
yeah,
was
but
good.
that was our backlog though. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
we had like half and half, I want to say, or just over half backlog and half like new. No, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Ish.
Yeah. I think we had like 6 films last year, maybe new ones, 5.
Yeah,
Maybe?
sounds about right.
6. Yeah. I think it was 6 because it was Tales 5, wasn't it?
Yeah, sounds about right.
That's 6 ones.
But yeah, I think, you know, Instant Clowns, we've got, you know, we've good name as well. Not just saying, but it's a Instant Clowns.
It is a good company name.
Pretty
I'm
good,
just saying.
pretty strong, and we've been going for this long, so we're not going to stop. Even though we technically have stopped once, but you know,
When?
when we went to uni, we're like, it's
20
over.
yeah,
And we're like, yeah,
2020, yeah.
and that's not even to mention all the other shit we've done on
That's
our
funny.
private channel. You know,
Oh yeah, we've done other stuff.
there's
That will
loads
never
of,
release.
you know, there's God knows how much outtakes have never gone out. There's series we've done. We've done a lot. If we ever just clicked the big button on the private channel which went public, the world wouldn't be able to handle it. Nor would probably YouTube policy, because we probably break in some sort of rule at least twice. So yeah, I think if there's anything to take away from this, it's that I firmly believe that, you know, making films with your friends is, you know, that's the best way to do it. I don't think there's anything better. And I think if you can have a good time doing no matter what, you know, we've done films that have been really on paper, been hardly anything, but we've enjoyed them nevertheless, and we've improved and we've evolved. And, you know, we haven't got the fancy kit or a massive crew, but we do have just, you know, the enjoyment of doing it. And, you know, I think we'll look back in years and years to come at our back catalogue and, you know, look back, and it'd be almost like going for a very strange photo album, you know, showing like the various awful haircuts of Jay Thompson, or the various, you know, white shirts of Alex Buss.
Yeah, they're good white shirts.
But yeah, that's it really. Is there anything else to add?
No, not really. I think we've covered most stuff. We're going for 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's decent time to sign off. And of course, if you do happen to be still listening and you want to watch some short films, some of them are literally only a few minutes long. You don't have to watch the epics that are like 10 minutes long. I mean, you should, but you know,
if this gets 2 likes, we are dropping Seed, our film.
I was gonna drop Seed anyway, but yeah.
Okay, well yeah, we're gonna drop it anyway.
Look forward to if you want to watch all the stuff, the vault is there. We definitely could do more of them when this first run is over, because there's so many we've got in in the past.
Why is Broadcast 9 not live?
There's so people are gonna be like, what does it mean? Like, what is it?
You'll find out when it releases.
If and when. Maybe if we don't make any films, we'll just have to release all our old films. That's our punishment. Yes, even you, Alison 4.
Oh no.
Even you.
No.
Thank you all. Goodbye.
Bye bye.